Top 10 Most Beautiful Lakes in the USA. With thousands of lakes scattered across the country, chances are good that you're no farther than a tank full of gas away from a Great Lake. But not all are created equal. Some lakes won Mother Nature's lottery when it comes to natural good looks, so we've rounded up some of the best lakes in the U.S. Take, for example, the impossibly blue, deep water of Oregon's Crater Lake, created by a volcano, or clear, cold Lake Superior, as it laps against dramatic sandstone cliffs. Here is our top 10 list of the most beautiful lakes in the USA. 10. Lake Powell, Utah and Arizona. It's not often that humans accidentally create something of such extraordinary natural beauty. Initially, this lake stirred loud outcries when Glen Canyon was dammed and the Colorado River rose to create the second largest man-made lake in the U.S. But there's no denying the allure of this long lake, as its warm blue waters wind through sheer red sandstone cliffs, filling more than 90 side canyons. However, nature made her mark on the shore of one such canyon with the sandstone Rainbow Bridge, regarded as one of the world's longest natural arches. 9. Lake George, New York. The so-called Queen of American Lakes was a playground for Gilded Age robber barons, many of whose original waterfront stone mansions still line a 10-mile stretch known as Millionaire's Row. The Sagamore Resort, which dates back to the 1880s, still welcomes guests today. At the Narrows, the southern Adirondacks squeeze the spring-fed lake into a 5-mile stretch dotted with hundreds of islands of all sizes. 8. Lake Santeetlah, North Carolina. Deep within the Nantahala National Forest and surrounded by the Great Smoky Mountains, Lake Santeetlah's forested 76-mile shoreline is almost completely protected from development. The result is an oasis of quietude for fishing, paddling a canoe or kayak, or just relaxing on the beach at Choa Point. This 3,000-acre man-made lake, formed when the Choa River was dammed in 1928, remains remarkably pristine. Keep an eye out for otters, beavers, bald eagles, and hawks. 7. Yellowstone Lake, Wyoming. Clear, deep, and cold, Yellowstone Lake is found in one of the world's most geologically active areas, under the watch of the Beartooth and Absaroka Mountains. More than 2 million visitors pour into the national park each summer, but winter could very well be the best time to see the lake. The bubbling geysers along the West Thumb shoreline appear as colorful cauldrons in the snow, steam rising eerily from the icy landscape. Indeed, Yellowstone Lake is typically frozen over for half the year. 6. Lake Superior, Minnesota, Michigan, and Wisconsin. The name speaks for itself. Lake Superior is the world's largest freshwater lake by surface area. And there's a lifetime's worth of views around every corner of its 2,900-mile majestic shoreline. Natural attractions include the 200-foot sandstone cliffs, beaches, and waterfalls that tumble into the lake at Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, the sea caves on the Apostle Islands, and the isolated ruggedness of Isle Royale, with its wolves and moose. You can hike, drive, kayak, or take a ferry to your preferred destination. This lake is so vast it can feel more like an ocean, just ask the intrepid surfers of North Shore. 5. Flathead Lake, Montana. Flathead is the largest natural freshwater lake west of the Mississippi, with clean, crystalline waters cradled in the Flathead Valley by the Mission Mountains to the east and the Salish Mountains to the west. The lake is blessed with an unusually mild climate for an area so far north and inland, allowing for surrounding fruit orchards and vineyards on its west side. There's even a Flathead Lake monster, which, judging by some accounts, may have a close cousin living in Loch Ness. It's more likely, however, that you'll spy wild horses roaming the state park. 4. Hanging Lake, Colorado. Arriving at this aquamarine gem on the edge of the Glenwood Canyon cliffs and fed by waterfalls is the payoff for completing one of Colorado's most popular hikes. The steep, rocky 1.2-mile trail ultimately turns into a boardwalk that protects the lake's fragile ecosystem and its travertine bed, formed over the millennia by mineral deposits. While you can't swim in the waters of Hanging Lake, a short detour on the trail leads to Spouting Rock, where water has sluiced through solid rock to form a waterfall that cools sweaty hikers below. 3. Crater Lake, Oregon. Crater Lake's birth story is inscribed by its nearly circular 6-mile diameter. It formed nearly 8,000 years ago when volcanic Mount Mazama blew its top and left a smoldering caldera that would eventually fill with rain and snowmelt. At 1,943 feet, America's deepest lake is cut off from any incoming streams or rivers, so it remains extraordinarily clear. Visibility averages 90 to 100 feet and sunlight penetrates nearly 400 feet down, making it excellent for scuba diving. For an even more dramatic effect, two islands rise from the lake's deep blue surface, forested Wizard Island and the much smaller, nearly barren Phantom Ship. 2. Echo Lake, New Hampshire. In a southeast corner of the White Mountain National Forest, Echo Lake rests under the shadow of White Horse Ledge, whose reflection nearly covers the 16 acres of water. White Horse and the nearby 700-foot cliffs of Cathedral Ledge are popular rock climbing destinations. Both reward hikers with gorgeous views of Echo Lake below and the distant mountains. 1. Lake Tahoe, California and Nevada. Ringed by the snow-capped Sierra Nevada mountains and bathed in an impressionist palette of blues, Tahoe is the largest alpine lake in North America and the second deepest at 1,645 feet in the U.S. With visibility of more than 70 feet in places, the lake's clarity is so remarkable that, if it weren't for the year-round chilly water, you could swear you were swimming in the Caribbean. During winter, the nearby ski runs offer exhilarating views down to the lake. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel as it really helps.